Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, September 9th. First off, I apologize for the lighting. I realize it's kind of sketchy, but I'm at my investment property up north, so I can't really do too much with the lighting. So it is what it is, but I do apologize for that. Now, this video will be for those of you that use technical analysis and charts as a trader, or who knows, maybe you're just interested in learning more about the tool of technical charts to make good decisions as a trader. This will be definitely a video for you. And then very quickly, before I get started, please keep in the back of your mind, if you are new to the charts and want to learn more and you're liking what you see as I go through the content, then I do want to personally invite you to this live free class that I'm offering on Thursday. So like I said, if you're liking what you see, you want to learn more, then if you're watching on YouTube, down in the description box, there's a link you can click on. Or if you're watching at claytrader.com, then there's an area right on the webpage that you can click on to get signed up. So like I said, just keep that in the back of your mind. And if you like what you see, then I want you to get signed up. First one here, ticker symbol BBIG. What a big move today. Bit of a pullback here, but overall the chart's hanging in just fine. I'm going to go ahead and actually get rid of that line as it served its purpose for now. Actually, let me zoom in here a bit more. But overall, like I said, put in higher highs. And from a trend building perspective, that's what it's all about. And has definitely revealed definitely the new key level to watch moving forward from the resistance stand. Whoops. Try that again using a different annotation tool. There we go. But right up there at $12 is now definitely going to be that newest main breakout area. And it's not necessarily a resistance in the sense of, well, the price just can't even get through it. It can get through it. It happened twice today. Once there and then once right there. But the problem is the price has not been able to maintain above it. And that's where a true break comes into play. Yeah, the first part of a true break is the obvious one. Well, yeah, a price has to break above a certain level. But then the second question is, well, can the price stay above that level? And the whole staying above it again, both there and there is where the price struggled. So $12 remains that key breakout area. Although right now, yeah, there is a bit of a pullback. Now, that doesn't mean that the price is crashing or that the chart's ruined or anything. But from a pullback perspective, actually, let me change that. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. From a pullback perspective, a very interesting level going to be right down here around that former breakout point at about $9.85. So keep an eye on that. And then also from the support side of things, keep in case the price does break down through $9.85. Next level of support would be that purple line there, which on my chart denotes the very well-known, the very famous 50-period moving average, currently valid at, we'll call it $8.80. But overall, BBIG came back to life today in a very big way, no pun intended, and we'll see if this momentum can continue into Thursday. Next one here, ticker symbol GSAT, and a very, very impressive move. Now, this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have watched past videos I've done on this one, but because it's been a couple days as nothing was really going on, kind of consolidating. But for those of you that have watched past top 10 videos, hopefully you remember me talking about that resistance trend line right there. And I mean, check it out. Broke that level, little bit of consolidation, and then from there has just continued to move and make higher highs there. So, from a technical jargon point of view, what we have here is a technical pattern breakout. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these other lines as they serve their purpose. But I did want to just show that that's the overall context right now in the middle of a new breakout with the new key level of support on any sort of pullbacks. Now going to be at that former breakout point right there around $2.40. So if you're somebody that likes to play pullbacks, then $2.40 definitely a very interesting level from that angle of things. And then from the resistance side of things, what I'm curious about is this area right here where the price is currently doing battle right at that trend line, right around, let's just call it $2.70. So you can see right now the price is struggling around that area, and that doesn't mean that the price is never ever going to be able to push through the 270-ish area. I'm just curious to see, is it going to need to pull back a little bit? Is it going to need to just go sideways? So that's kind of the question in my mind moving forward from the resistance side of things. Now, if the price maybe just gets up there and blasts through 280, at that point, I would consider that a clean cut of that resistance trend line. But nonetheless, it's not too shocking to see that right now, why the price is struggling where it is, because, that's right where that trend line is at. But like I said, I'm not saying this in any sort of bearish way, just in more of a curiosity way in terms of, is the price going to be able to push through this right now, or is it going to need a pullback? We'll see how the next couple of days play out. Next one here, ticker symbol AMC, which had a crazy, did I say crazy day? And it all has to do with, again, this will mean a little bit more to those that have watched past videos, but I've been talking about that red line there at 48 over and over again. And it got crazy. Again, we've already had this topic, but in the sense of, okay, breaking above it happened twice. Once right there, and then a big move. And then again, and I should have noted earlier, but I'm using 30-minute candlesticks, meaning each one of these candlesticks represents 30 minutes worth of time, meaning the last 30 minutes represented by that candlestick right there. You can see once again, the price got up through 48, made a big spike, but in both those situations, it was just, kind of the market playing a, hey, just kidding, and back down the price went. Now, the good news here is that the price is still within striking distance of 48. So it's not like the price broke through 48 and then is all the way down here at 41. That's a much different situation. So I don't say any of this and, okay, the game is over. It's totally bearish. Not at all. I'm just saying pretty crazy to see how it broke 48 once. Big move. Hey, just kidding. And then did it again. Big move. Hey, just kidding. So moral of the story, $48 remains that key level. Again, not necessarily to break through, but can the price actually stay above it? That is truly going to be the key question now moving forward. Not breaking, but actually being able to maintain and stay above that break. And then as far as supports are concerned, just as an FYI, continue to watch that purple line right there. The 50-period moving average right now valid at, we'll call it 45.50. But yeah, crazy day, but all eyes remain on that $48 mark. Next one here, ticker symbol ANY, and a super interesting setup here. And this setup is all about that level right there at $7.50. That me drawing that line right there is not a great discovery. It's not a special ability. I don't want to make it seem like that. That's an area where I assure you, people that understand and use charts have drawn that line. And I make all those comments because when a lot of people around the world are watching the exact same level, wondering the exact same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can definitely produce some very dynamic movements. So while nothing is guaranteed, my point here is that if the price were to be able to return up to 750 and get the break of it, that break in and of itself could create quite a bit of upwards buying pressure. So definitely keep a close eye on 750, by far the most important level to watch very closely. As far as support levels are concerned, if the price does pull back, first ideal level you would like to see the price hold above is $7.40. And then from more of the overarching standpoint, you have the very well-known, the very famous pink line down there, which on my chart denotes the 200-period moving average, currently valued at $5.50. But yeah, let's see if the price can return back up to 750 and get the break. Next one here, ticker symbol ATER. I remember doing this one a couple weeks ago on top 10, so good to see that it's back to life again, and back to life in a very big way. I mean, check out that volume. You can't complain about that. Got the breakout, now a bit of a pullback here, which has formed a nice little pattern here. But part of this pattern, and again, for those of you that maybe like to play pullbacks, but the bottom part of this pattern right here at $8.50 is going to be that key level of support. And then as far as the resistance is concerned, more so just kind of a general trend line right there. And just to keep this pattern all the same color, so we'll call that our resistance area, that right there our support area, and then that right there is the pull portion. So let's, for you golfers out there and for visual sake, draw a little golf hole down there. So this is what we known as a bull pennant pattern. So bull pennant, nice move up, now consolidating, just meaning moving forward. The question becomes, all right, what's going to exactly happen within this pattern? Are the bulls going to win out with a break to the upside? Are the bears going to win out with a break to the downside? That all remains to be seen. But as of right now, you got to love the volume. You got to love the volatility in this one. And you got to love the bullish pattern that's formed. So we'll see if the bulls can indeed get continuation and make a run up to that 1050 mark, if not even higher. Next one here, ticker symbol CLOV. And this is one that kind of segues perfectly, unintentionally, but I didn't set it up this way. But I mentioned a bullish pattern. And just because something's bullish does not guarantee anything. There are no guarantees in the market. And right here, we have an example of that. CLOV going into today had a very nice pattern, but you can see that this morning gapped down. Now, at least this one was polite, meaning at least the price didn't break out and then just say, just kidding, and then collapse. This one gapped down, which did give kind of a leading indicator that, okay, maybe things aren't as bullish as they seem. And then you can see within that opening 30 minutes, price broke to the downside of that pattern. And the rest is history as the price pulled back quite a bit more. So overall, again, just because something is a bullish pattern, does not guarantee. Now, is it logical? Is it valid to think that there could be more bullishness to come? Yeah, absolutely. But is it guaranteed that the price is just going to automatically go higher? If only trading were that easy. But as far as some of the new levels, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this as it served its purpose for now. But the new key level of support, which again, I've already talked about this in past stocks, but right there, purple line, 50-period moving average. I mean, what a coincidence that the price all of a sudden just kind of started to slope upwards right around that purple line. So that'll certainly be the very important level of support here headed into Thursday, that being valued at $9.35. And then from a resistance standpoint, the first kind of leading indicator, if there is going to be any sort of upwards movement back to the upside, going to be right there at $9.65. So use that. Again, I don't mean that if $9.65 is broken, it's going to shoot up to $11, but that would be a good step in the right direction in terms of, okay, looking like the bulls, looking like the momentum is starting to show back up again. So use that $9.65 as a leading indicator on the strength or lack thereof of any sort of bullish return, and definitely keep an eye on that purple line, because if the price crashes down to that level, well, that would just be more symbolism that the bears are making a return. Next one here, ticker symbol ADMA, and this thing is ugly. This thing is a train wreck, but you know what? Sometimes these train wreck charts can produce some very interesting trading opportunities, and a better illustrate this, got to squeeze on the chart here. Whoops, didn't need to go that far, because you can see, let's see, when this was back here on August 20th, there was a time where the price pulled back and got pretty rough, and it got down to that $1.15 mark, and you can see from there, $1.15 made a very, very impressive bounce. And fast forwarding to today, you can see that the price is getting very close to $1.15. Now, let me be very, very clear. Even though I've said this a bunch already, I'm going to say it again. Am I saying that if the price goes to $1.15, it's guaranteed to bounce? No, no guarantees. But this is where the practical power of charts comes into play. Is it at least valid? Is it at least rational to think that it could bounce? It absolutely is. Now, if the price had never, ever bounced off $1.15, you'd be totally justified to say, Clay, what are you talking about $1.15? That's just a totally random spot. I mean, it's never bounced off there before. What is up with $1.15? But that's not the case, right? In this situation, it has bounced from that area before. So is it guaranteed to happen again? No, but would it be shocking to see the price come down there, find support, and then repeat history like it did over here? No, absolutely not. So from a risk versus reward scenario, a very interesting situation, because a lot of people are probably throwing up the white flag. This is the worst stock ever. The stock can never go back up again. And, just people kind of capitulating from a mindset perspective. And in many situations, that is when some opportunities can be found. So yeah, let's see if the price can make it down to way down to $1.15. And if it can, as always, risk management, very, very important. But if you do get the bounce from there from a risk versus reward standpoint, a super interesting setup. Next one here, ticker symbol CEI. This will be very, very quick because nothing has really changed from yesterday's video when I did the video. So just a quick update here. So the level that I talked about as support down there at 90 cents, well, wouldn't you know it, confirmed as an area of support, bounced from there a couple of times right there. And then as far as a level of resistance up there around the $2 mark, wouldn't you know it, right there, found resistance right at that level. So that area has been confirmed as resistance. So like I said, nothing more to really talk about other than the fact of, 90 cents confirmed as support, $2 confirmed as resistance. So it'll just be a matter of, who's ultimately going to win out, and we'll see what Thursday has to offer. Next one, PLTR, and there's no need to beat around the bush. Very, very rough day on this one. Now to kind of look at the glass as being half full, at least there was a bit of a move in the upwards direction this afternoon, but also from a pattern perspective, really all that's given us right now, I'll draw that again, is a bear flag pattern. Now, like I talked about earlier, about just because it's a bullish pattern doesn't guarantee that the price is going to go up. Same situation here. Just because it's a bearish pattern does not mean that for sure guaranteed the price is going to go back down. Now, would it shock anybody to see the bear flag break and get continuation of the downside? No, nobody would be shocked by that. But that also doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to happen. So yeah, today there was a little bit of a bounce this afternoon, which is good. However, you got to keep in mind that from more of an overall perspective, there is that bear flag that is formed. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that. If that bear flag does break to the downside, then a very important level of support would be right at that round number of $25. And if the price breaks through 25, then I don't think it'd be shocking to see it down to $24.50, if not even lower than that. If the price does try to bounce to the upside, then definitely that main area of resistance, any sort of attempted bounce, going to be right up there around $26.10. But yeah, overall, not a very good day. Next one, NIO. And again, like PLTR, no need to beat around the bush. A very rough day, big gap down, and then just continue to bleed. But there are now a couple of pretty well-defined areas of support that stand out to me. First area is going to be just right here, and nothing fancy here other than a question of, okay, well, where did the bleeding finally stop today? And that was at 37.80, which you can see has acted as support before. So not totally shocking to see that level hold. But in the event the price comes down to 37.80 and can't quite hold above there, the next key level of support at that point would then be down there right around the 37.20 mark. So keep an eye on those couple levels from the support side of things. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, keep a close eye on that pink line right there, the 200 period moving average. As I've said, 38, we'll call it 75, is going to be that initial level, which is a good indicator that, okay, maybe things are starting to turn around and is a step in the right direction. But as I talked about for a previous one, I don't remember which stock that was, just because that level of resistance is broken doesn't mean that the price is going to shoot up here and now start to go to, right up to 41.50. Again, a good step in the right direction, but not a guarantee of anything. But, regardless, point here being from a trading perspective and in terms of near-term relevancy, 38.75 key level of resistance, and then 37.80 key level of support. So we'll see how it goes on Thursday. So that wraps up the top 10. And again, just want to personally invite you, if you liked what you just saw, if you want to learn more about how to use technical charts to build consistency as a trader, then I want you to get signed up for the class. Like I said, it'll be Thursday. So Thursday, September 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Always keep in mind that part. And you can get signed up for it, and we'll talk all about charts, why they work, why they, how they should be used, how they should not be used, and just why they're a great tool to help build consistency as a trader. And then as far as these top 10 videos are concerned, if you enjoy this format, if you would like for me to continue to make videos like this, then please communicate that to me by hitting the like button and then leaving a basic comment. It could be saying hi. It could be an emoji. It could be let me know a ticker symbol that you'll be watching for tomorrow. But any of those things, a simple comment, a ticker symbol, whatever, hitting the like button communicates to me that it's worth the time and effort to do these videos. And as long as I know that it's worth my time and worth the effort, then I have no problem continuing to do them at all. And again, if you want to get signed up for the class and learn more about charts, then definitely get signed up. And hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. But take care, everybody. Hopefully you had a good one.